Seeming as you guys enjoyed our series so much about upcoming new Japanese bands you might not have heard of but definitely should listen to, I thought why not do a part 3, and that's what we're doing today with a whole 5 bands, 5 artists that you should definitely check out who've got a very small number of subscribers but really have a lot of potential. So let's get straight into it with the very first one, in no particular order. First of all,吸空サイダー. I cannot tell you how excited I actually am about this band since I first heard them not so long ago. They've got less than 1,500 subscribers, and yet you wouldn't believe it listening to their free songs they currently have published on their YouTube channel because of the fact they just come across so professional. Now, I'd recommend you start with the most recent one they posted, partly because it's less than 2.5 minutes. I mean, if you haven't got time for that, then why are you listening to a channel and a video about listening to new bands? Really, it's worth checking out. And a lot of things going for it are the fact that it's catchy, it's upbeat, and it's fun, and yet at the same time it's not disposable. You can tell that they really benefit from having multiple vocalists in the band. There's quite a few of them, it's not just a punk trio, and as a result there's a little bit of intricacy to the music as well, some nice subtleties. All 3 of the songs they got posted are quite different, all of them have great melodies, great performances, and they just come across like a band who are very easy to enjoy but are not going to let you down with overly simplistic songs. It's accessible but at the same time it's detailed. This is a band who I really think are just going to come out of nowhere at some point with one of those songs that gets played everywhere, gets all over the charts, and I think you should be there enjoying their already great music before they hit that big step. So definitely吸空サイダー, I think I'm pronouncing that correct, definitely a band to keep an eye on. Next up, CotonohaHatta Raz. Yeah, I'm only going for bands with really difficult names today. Anyway, this is a group who I think you should check out, partly if you want something a little bit different. The duet seemingly of a keyboard player who writes the songs and a vocalist who delivers the fronting to all of these songs actually delivers something much more interesting than you might expect at first glance. Now, I believe they've got 4 videos on their channel, but you will not believe they've only got 700 subscribers at the current moment because what they deliver is really just very engaging. They've got upbeat pop songs where the keyboard is going into sort of a synth territory. They've got ballads which have got some beautiful, soothing, thoughtful patterns to them and played on the piano. And their most recent song, 22 Years Old, Need You Nisai, is actually a really kind of cool, spaced out but slightly dancey track. They go for somewhat simple but always well thought out sounds. Their songs really do convey an emotion and they have beautiful melodies delivered with a kind of very honest and personal feeling in the vocals. I really love the fact that they are able to deliver such interesting sounds by having their songs keyboard based. That wonderful instrument that can be any instrument, and at the same time have a vocalist who is delivering those kind of personal, honest, raw feeling sounds as well through her lyric delivery. This is a group who I absolutely think are worth checking out. Whether they'll make it big or not, who knows? It really does depend because they can do so many different sounds, but I absolutely think they've got enough sounds already going on that you're going to get something by checking them out. So please do go give them a listen as well. I cannot believe they've got less than 700 subscribers. That's absolutely crazy. Next up, GROOVY. Yeah, this is a band who've just got a bit of a weird name rather than a hard one to say, but again, definitely worth checking out. And I can't believe that, again, they've got just under 700 subscribers. Now, this is a group who've actually got a lot of music that you can listen to and find online. But most notably is the fact they've only got 1 video on their YouTube channel, maybe explaining why a low subscriber count, but definitely worth checking it out. And I will link that below because it really does show what's so great about this group, which is there's something effortless to their sound. Now, it's bright, it's kind of funky. There's a feeling that they're kind of almost singing and rapping on the song Bug, which you must check out because it will just get stuck in your head. And yet at the same time, when you hear these songs that sort of groove along and have a light, bright sound, often they feel once again so disposable. And once again, this is a group who managed to add all that detail, care and feeling that stops it being that way and instead makes it something quite interesting. I really just like the fact that they feel like this is so effortless, the way they bounce around on the lyrics, the way that all of their songs feel so playful. I can't help but say that if you're looking for something that's just going to go good for a summer vibe, but you also want a band who's genuinely interesting, GROOVY have got you covered. This is not only a great band to listen to, this is probably the right time to listen to. A great new band to bake to in the sun. Number 4, I Love Me. I know, stop the presses, stop the presses. This is a group who we've been talking about on this channel for quite a long time. And I had said that these videos, I was not going to talk about bands who we talked about in previous reviews. But I just found out that after years of having talked about this band, they've only got 4,000 subscribers. This is a group who has an amazing body of material. I know they're not massively known, but they definitely deserve it. They've had a couple of songs that did blow up and get quite big. I'm going to connect you via the links to a song that I think is absolutely priceless called Lose a Hero, but it's not the only one. They've got songs like Knife. There's so many songs by this band that are absolutely classic. And what are they? Well, they're a group who mixes, again, a bit of that feeling of rock and pop. They very much focus on having a lot of synths in their music, but at the current moment, the band lineup is the singer and a guitarist who's also a multi-instrumentalist. They're really all about playing with sounds, but very much focused on getting good melodies, and the lyrics tend to be rather personal as well. Now, you might not understand them because they're Japanese lyrics, but the feeling of the lyrics comes across in the songs. They have had a plethora of really interesting songs and music and feelings and just so many things they've done. I remember that during the COVID period, their live streams were one of the things that I pointed out along with Silent Siren as being the most entertaining live videos. The videos they posted out there really just made it so much easier to get through those tough months that we all went through because they were so infectiously joyous as well. They're a group who are creatively never running out of ideas. They're a group who are full of fun and they have regular live things on their YouTube channel even up to now. They're a group who I just can't believe more people aren't following. So yeah, 4,000 subscribers blows my mind. You absolutely should check them out. And while you're there, remind them this channel is not called Bake Broadcast. And last but not least, of course, Dadadams. Yeah, I know. If you've been following this channel for a while, you're probably not already going to be surprised because of the fact I'm wearing the t-shirt and we got this behind me and everything. And yes, I have been talking about them a lot in recent videos, but I know there's some people who watch these videos who don't watch every single thing on the channel and maybe not subscribed, so you might not have heard of Dadadams, who are a band who we as a channel have very specifically started working with. We're helping them get off the ground. They've got 2 songs recorded, but they've got a batch of other fantastic songs coming. They're a Japanese idol group where each member has a fantastically different personality that we highlighted in an introduction interview video we did with them, also available on this channel. We premiered 2 of their songs which people really enjoyed and have taken off online as well, but they're still a group who doesn't really have much of an online presence. They're working with a small independent label who've done fantastic jobs getting them to live venues all around Tokyo, which they've been filling out, and yet they just haven't been able to find their way online, and that's what we're helping them with. The songs are incredible. The girls have just got the most wonderful personalities. They got a mixture of everything from punk to hip hop to pop to you name it, it's kind of in there, but they haven't been able to record all of the songs that we want them to. So if you go check out the stuff that I'll link you to in the description below, it'll give us the opportunity to say to the record company, hey, look at all the fantastic things that are available online, push it more, and we'll be able to get Dadadams recording in the studio. Hopefully the record company who have already warmed to us will warm that little bit more, and next thing you know, there'll be a whole album to follow up the 2 songs we already got. But please do check them out. I won't keep waffling about this band, but I do genuinely believe that if you like Bish, if you like any sort of pop rock group that's come out of Japan, like pretty much ever, there's going to be something in this band for you. There you go. It's a mixture of idol, rock, all the great characterful, fun things from Japan. I'm waffling. You know I love this band. That's why we picked them up of all the bands that we listen to, and that's why hopefully you'll enjoy them as well. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed the list. As always, I tried to keep the various types of music as varied as possible within this selection. There's always a little bit of something for everyone, I hope, but I really hope that you come away with at least one artist you really enjoy, maybe even 5 or a number somewhere between. But thank you so much for watching this. Go follow those artists and give them support if you like them at all. A lot of them are starting out, and therefore you can really make a difference by subscribing to their channels and listening to their music. Of course, we will have more here on the back of broadcast as well, so please do feel free to subscribe to us if you haven't already. Get in the comments, tell me what you think, tell me if you found something new today, or tell me if you've already been supporting any of these groups. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these, for now, ciao ciao.